Now, at this point, let's talk further about XODE Wallet and the AI behind XODE. To talk about this further, let us welcome on stage XODE co-founder and Chief Executive Officer. A big round of applause for Mr. Harold Glenn Minerva.
Hello. Wow, very nice video, Ken. Sir Ken, very nice work. So, good evening, everyone, and friends, co-workers, developers. Thank you for being here tonight to grace our event, and hopefully we could show you what XODE is all about. And I will be explaining a little bit technical, so bear with me. Okay? So as we all know from Cesar's presentation, that Web3 is all about ownership. It is giving the ownership or empowering the user to own their own data. This actually gives more opportunities right now for users that are not available in the current Web2 technology. As you can see right now, you couldn't sell your own Facebook data. And the only way to make this happen is through Web3. And Web3 needs blockchain infrastructure. This infrastructure provides data structure or data storage and business logic processing for developers like us to build applications on top of the ecosystem. That is why we have created XODE Blockchain. XODE Blockchain is built on Substrate framework in Rust, which is the same framework that Polkadot is using, and over 100 blockchains worldwide. As part of the Polkadot ecosystem, we can take advantage of its shared security and interoperability across the parachains. What this means is that it will make your data more secure because of the shared security and freely transferable from one blockchain to another without going through bridges. Now, this may sound a little bit techy, but in the Web3 world, bridges are often been attacks. Aside from the advantages of Web3 and XODE, XODE will be fully decentralized. Nobody will own it, the community owns it. And for that, XODE will have its own on-chain governance called OpenGov. OpenGov is a governance developed by Polkadot to elevate the users from just merely owning its own data, but actually being involved in the blockchain direction itself. So if you want something changed in the blockchain, or if you want something changed in the ecosystem, or if you have a very awesome idea and you want to get that funded in the ecosystem, all you have to do is to create a proposal on-chain. It will be voted and then enacted by the ecosystem users. So in XODE, all of us can have a say and a stake on the blockchain, giving this blockchain fully decentralized, secure, and permissionless. Imagine you can set up a node without asking anyone any permission. This makes XODE fully unstoppable, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So how do we get involved? The first thing that you should do is to download the XODE mobile wallet app. You download it using your Android and iOS devices, you install it, and then you create the public address. So have you installed it already? If you install it, you have to wait in a couple of minutes because we'll be airdropping some assets which will be made available to some major exchanges like Binance in the near future, And in there, you can trade or maybe sell it. Like the current Web 2 technology, you need to create account, you need to encode usernames, emails, passwords in order to use those applications. That's Web 2 technology. In Web 3, you only need two things. You don't need to give your name or give your email. You only need two things to be able to use the technology. You need one, your private key, which is a 12-word mnemonic phrase. And number two is your public hash address. So if you have both, you can use XODE. The hash public address is your unique account number in Web3. With it, you can accept payments, accept assets, and also accept airdrops. So you must have a public API address or a public wallet address right now. Because in this event, we are monitoring all the address, and after that, we can do the airdrop. The 12-word mnemonic phrase, which is generated over the app. We've created a random generator over the app, but actually you can override it with your own words. You need it to keep it safe because you need these 12 words to sign transactions. There are some transactions in Web3 that you need to sign. Let's say, for example, you want to pay something, you have to sign that transactions. Or you want to buy something, you need to sign the transactions. So this 12 words is your private key, and you have to safely secure it because if you lose it, there is no person can retrieve it for you. Unless from the very beginning you hire a trusted entity like a company or a service provider that will recover it for you. In the XODE mobile wallet app, you can view your portfolio. Your fungibles and your non-fungible tokens are there. We are also adding use cases and functionalities on a weekly basis. So it gets updated on a weekly basis. And right now, you can view the games in XGame that are available in XGame. Or you could transfer, swap, or stake your own tokens using the DeFi functionalities available in XODE. Since all these are relatively new to some users, we also created our own AI. The name of the AI is Gina. So you can ask her anything about Web3. You can ask what is Web3, what is XODE, how to use the XODE mobile wallet, and so on and so forth. So you have a AI built into your mobile wallet. The XODE mobile wallet app is not just your typical wallet like MetaMask. Anybody use MetaMask? So it is not like a typical MetaMask wallet, but an extension of the entire XODE ecosystem plus AI. So as developers, you need tools to be able to execute your next big Web3 idea. There are so many use cases for blockchain that we are currently looking for XODE. So as developer, you can create your own use case, develop your own dApp using XODE smart contracts and built-in DeFi functionalities. In our company, NextGen, we are developing use cases from time to time. And right now, one of the use case is XGame. So XGame is a Web3 gaming platform and NFT marketplace. We are building Web3 games within XODE. So gamers in XGame actually can easily monetize their assets, NFTs, through the marketplace. So, for example, if you are playing games in XGame and you happen to find an item and maybe an equipment or maybe an upgrade to your armor or maybe an upgrade to the experience of your character, all of this can be converted into an NFT which can be traded in the NFT marketplace or you can sell it there. Games in Web3 are not just fun, but also rewarding. And NextGen is opening it to all game developers. So if you are a game developer right now and you want to port your game to Web3 or build a new game in Web3, talk to us. We can help you build the WASM contracts. So aside from NextGen's projects, there are cool and awesome projects that are coming your way in XODE. One of which is Humidify. Humidify is a DeFi function based on Uniswap version 2 protocol. So I don't know if in the Web3 space, the biggest DEX is Uniswap. So if you are a DeFi developer and would like to build DEX, decentralized exchange, LPs, liquidity pools, stable coins, maybe price oracles, or loans and insurance in the DeFi modules, it would be easier for you since Humidify has done the complicated math algorithm. All you have to do is to use the existing Humidify extrinsics that are available in XODE Blockchain, and your dApp is ready to go. Another awesome project that will be coming to XODE is Gotham. Gotham right now is under a fundraising activity through Polymech. So if you want to invest in Gotham, you can just go to Polymech, do a KYC, and then have a little bit of crypto, and you can be a VC. Anyone can be a VC nowadays. The Gotham protocol makes the crowd empowered to investigate and unravel the truth through a consensus. I will wrap this up into one sentence, but I will read what Gotham is all about. So Gotham is a protocol that empowers the crowd to investigate and unravel the truth through a consensus. To arrive at a consensus, Gotham uses multiple choice quadratic voting to prevent cyber attack, and paired it with normal distribution models to encourage adoption through bounty and rewards. What does it mean? It means that we are incentivizing the Marites to tell the truth. That is all about, Gotham is all about that. So if you're a Marites and you would like to tell the truth, you will gain more reward. And the truth is always going to be at the middle of the bell curve, if you're familiar with the normal distribution. And the outliers are the liars. If you are on the outlier of the bell curve, then you will be slashed. There's an endless application of Gotham. One of which is you can use Gotham to conduct due diligence. So if you're not familiar about the site, ask Gotham. If you're not familiar about the corporation, entity, person, whatever, you can ask Gotham. The end result of Gotham can be used also for journalism. So there are endless possibilities. The limit on your Web3 project will only be determined by your creative imagination. There is no limit. There are so many things to unpack here. XODE will open many opportunities to all developers, you and I, to create new use cases that we haven't yet identified. Let me tell you an example when we are building our AI. When we are building our AI, actually when we build the AI, we build it from the ground up, meaning from hardware to software, from GPU to API endpoints. And we use two models to build this. We use the Facebook model, Llama 3, and OpenAI Whisper TTS-1 models. We haven't trained those models yet, but during the testing, when we ask questions, the models spit out codes. And these codes are ERC20 codes or ERC71 codes. If you are familiar with it, these are all smart contract codes. For some reason, he or she answers codes. So it is an amazing opportunity because you can make Web3 application just like that using AI. Building Web3 and AI in XODE Blockchain will be exciting and fun. You should enjoy the rest of the evening, because after my talk, we will do an airdrop. And thank you and good night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Glenn Minerva, everyone.